Hello. Welcome to Where's That Power? Hopefully it is up. Checking for technical difficulties. Don't forget to switch from top chat to live chat. My name is Shelly. All right. Right there. Okay, sounds good. Right on. What a day. What a day. How are y'all doing? All right. Trying to give people a little bit of time to get in here. Don't be like me. Switch from top chat to live chat. All right. So I have a rule. I normally don't look at my email before I do a live stream. And there's a reason for that. Because every once in a while, someone will send me a shitty email and it's just bad, right? Well, I had to check the email for something. There's a technical thing that we had to do. Check my email. Someone sent me an email. This portion of this video is for you, the person who sent me that email. No, I will not comply to your demand. And you can go ahead and make all kinds of threats. I don't care. You're going to out me about what? What exactly are you going to out me about? Do your worst. And then I'll release the email you sent me, and everyone will know what you wanted me to do. Hey, James. Hey, Spicy Pizza. You're probably lurking on here, watching. Here's my response to your demands. Go fuck yourself. I do not comply with the demands of trolls who think they're content creators, who demand for me to do things that are unethical, immoral, and disgusting. I will not ever do that. Don't ever ask me to do that. Don't ask me to lie on another content creator and think that I'm going to be like, oh yeah, sure. Who to her? No. That's not me. You must have missed a memo, and that's on you. And what you asked me to do speaks volumes about you. I was on the fence about you until you sent me that email. Not even from like a fake name or anything. You got to be out your fucking mind. Just because I don't like someone doesn't mean that I'm going to fabricate bullshit against them. The fuck is wrong with you? You need to go to therapy. The behavior I have seen you display, you need to go to therapy. And you possibly need meds. You think that you're the victim. You think that everyone's coming after you. There's something wrong with you. Is there something, maybe it's trauma that you haven't addressed? I don't know. I am not a therapist. You need to go to therapy. Do not ever come to me and ask me to do that kind of shit again. You got yourself into this mess, you get yourself out. Don't you fucking dare come to me in an email demanding I do shit like that. And if you fuck with me, poke this fucking bear one more time. I will release the emails. And you all know how I feel about releasing DMs and all that shit. Try that shit again. I'll send those emails to AZ. Think I fucking won't. Bet. If you cannot see how messed up that email was, go read it and review what you said and the demands you made and what you tried to. Bitch, you're gonna try to fucking blackmail me? It's hard to blackmail someone who just outs themselves, which I will do. You need to go to therapy. There, in that email, there was gaslighting. You started off with love bombing, which isn't going to work because I see through your bullshit. How am I doing? Fine. I was doing great up until I read your fucking email. Threats, intimidation, all in this like gauzy, filmy strip of being nice and concerned. Yes, Chermare. Don't you ever fucking come to me and ask me to do some shit like that. The fuck is wrong with you? You got a problem? That's your problem. I'm going to say right here, right now, a certain person did certain things publicly. There was never anything private to me. Don't you try to drag me into your fucking shit. I've seen how you behaved with other people, and I backed the fuck off. Does it maybe cross your mind that I'm not the one to try that shit with? Mm-mm. There are things I will not do on this channel. I am not desperate for attention the way you are. You're so desperate for attention that you will step on anyone to get that attention. You will steamroll over anyone. You will disrespect, disregard, and trample anyone and betray anyone. And that is what I've been talking about with this toxic influencer shit. There are no bounds of reason. There's nothing many of these people won't do. And it smacks of some sort of mental health issue. Do not come to me and ask me to lie for or against you or someone else. I won't do that. I can't speak for what anyone else decides to do, but I know what I won't do. And I won't let you threaten and intimidate me. And if you want to come for me, bitch, you better have a fucking army. And man, you done fucked up. See, I was fine until I read that one bit. You don't come for my family either. Don't you even insinuate. You need to think. You need to sit down, shut the fuck up, and think. Think about all the people you betrayed. Why is it you can't keep people around for very long? Why is that? Because that has nothing to do with me. I marginally know what's going on right now because I didn't want any part of the shit. But now you have to sit here and fucking try to pull my ass into your shit that you started. Fucking sit in your shit. Look, read my shirt, baby. This applies to you now, too. Jesus fucking Christ. it'd be great if people could pull their shit together and realize that I am not going to deal with certain things. Let me go back and look at the chat. I'm sorry, y'all. I was really angry. I'm still angry. Breathe, hydrate, good smells. Hold on a second. Man, there are some things you just shouldn't do. You shouldn't do these things. I don't know what makes people think it's fine. Yes, James. I'm not going to name names. I don't even understand what's going on. People. You know, I'm over here doing my thing. Well, this is temporary. I'm going to move things around and redo things. Life has been weird the past 3 months. Hey, Casey, I hope you're all right. I hope your wife is all right. Oh my God. Look, I understand you got problems. I get that. This seems like there might be some sort of trauma-based something going on that has not been addressed. All right. Hey, T-Spiracy, you might be getting an email from me if this person keeps the fuck up. Just if she's still here, letting you know. I'm fucking shaking, okay? We're gonna be talking about other things, but hey, Shannon, I miss your face and I really, really miss your hugs. Can you give a breakdown? Somebody sent me, okay, I normally don't check my emails before I come on streams because sometimes I'll get horrible emails and I don't want to have that disrupt a stream. I had to check my emails because there was a technical difficulty we had to fix. Someone, I'm not going to name names. I don't want to get dragged into this shit. Someone sent me an email demanding that I fabricate shit against someone that I don't like. But I have this thing called ethics and morals and standards and a sense of personal honor, and I don't do certain things. I don't dox people. I don't share DMs and all that shit. Y'all know this. Unless, like, the only way I would do that is if I had to. I'm not going to lie for or against anyone. I'm not going to do this shit that people are doing. I'm not going to. And this person was demanding. So it started off with love bombing and then moved to gaslighting. Bitch, I know what you've been up to. You can't tell me that you're the victim. You're not the victim. That's false victimization. I sit here and talk about this shit all the fucking time. Then manipulation, threats, and intimidation of outing me. And there was a threat to, I'm just going to call it what it is, to call CPS on me and my family. You fuck with me, that's one thing. You fuck with my family and my child, that's another thing. That is a whole different subject. Then it becomes a whole different thing. That's when I get on here and do this that I'm doing now. And if you ever fucking contact me at all anymore, ever the fuck again, all of the material you sent me will be sent to AZ. She can do with it as she wishes. And then I will take that shit and I'll take it to the police. And I'll speak to my attorneys. Because that is not fucking funny. And it isn't silly. And it isn't just YouTube drama. You need to go to therapy. There is something wrong with you. There's a mental health thing going on, and you need therapy and possibly medication. You came in when you were. That's a great time to come into the stream. It's good to see you. How are you doing? I don't know what part of integrity people don't understand. I just don't. Yes, hydrate. I have coffee here. Why should somebody email me? So that you have an interesting email of what this person wanted me to do. I'm not doing that. That is fucked up. Why would what work? Wait, I don't know what you mean. I'm sorry. Hey Sarah Hill, how you doing? I mean, I've done that before. Yeah. So they think you are supposed to listen to them on the mean email screen, or else this is still happening. Yes, apparently. Apparently. The fuck? What in the fuck, man? I'm just sitting over here doing my fucking thing, minding my goddamn business, not bothering with any of it. What? I have said many times I don't want to be involved in the bullshit. I have not brought up people. I have left all that shit alone. Because it was too stressful, and there was too much bullshit, and there was too much people just going at each other toxically, and no one was listening to what I was saying. So, you know, I mean, it would be interesting to have a voice message. I mean, if you're so brave and brazen, send a voice message with your voice so everyone can hear it. I just want them to stop and leave me the fuck alone. This is a warning. I think this person needs to go to therapy. That email is very damning. If you can't look at that email and see why it's a problem, then you need to go to therapy. Yes. Because as a parent, the first thing it's going to do, I'm shaking. You have a physical response to someone threatening to do a thing like that, especially when you're a good parent and this is out of left field. I haven't talked to this person and I don't even know how long. I had nothing to do with any of this. You created your own shit. Either sit in it and stew, or get the fuck up out of it and go to therapy. I mean, I marginally know what's going on. I have shit going on real life. Bitch. This is where I'm at with you. I have shit going on real life. I was displaced due to Hurricane Ida. Me and my family had to move. Do you have any fucking comprehension of the fact that other people might be going through shit in real life that's pretty traumatic? It's not just all about you. You are not the center of the fucking universe. Hey, Lizzie Stardust, how you doing? Hey, Aggression Beach. Man. It's stunning to me that so many content creators on YouTube and all these other platforms don't see how toxic their behavior is and how really disturbing the shit they do is. You got people on TikTok who are, men who are saying that if their girlfriend laughs too hard at another man's joke, they will off them like Gabby Petito's murderer. And it's funny, haha. Like, all over the internet, there's all this toxic shit, and it's not funny. This email was not funny. You're not funny, and you're not the victim. And when you basically, I'm paraphrasing, this was not said in the email, but when you're basically telling me to target someone else that I don't like already anyway, given all the context of everything, there are so many levels of fucked up to what you did just in that email that I'm kind of stunned, and I don't even know if therapy would help you, because I'm starting to wonder if you're a narcissist, if you're just a straight up pathological narcissist. And a lot of the time, narcissists have to get to the point of wanting help to improve. It's right. I mean, it was not fun. And that email is already in a file waiting. Yes. James says, whoever sent the email needs to get help. It's easy to act all tough behind a screen and try to bully people. I hope they get the help they need to become a healthy human who has positivity, not stress. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Right there. Read the room. Especially this room. I am not interested. I'm not. When was the last time I talked about any of this shit? For Sharemare, any of y'all who've been here, when was the last time I talked about any of this shit? TikTok is not all bad. I actually kind of enjoy it. It depends on what part of TikTok you end up on. Yeah, having to uproot your whole family and leave behind. Yeah. Yes, it has been hard. So I don't need your shit. I'm not interested. I'm not so desperate for attention, and the desperation to monetize, and the desperation to become a large platform, and all this shit. And it's just no. There are too many people trying to start things again. Calming down was happening. Yes. Not everyone needs to get along. Not everyone needs to be friends. Who would want to force that? We can agree to disagree. Yeah. Well, they might have opened a door for me to actually talk to that person now. Great job. You might have done the actual opposite of what you were trying to do. It's just, Boy, yeah, but I have people who actually need conversations with me. I don't know. You might be right, though. Right now, I'm sitting on the email as kind of, I will get the police involved if you don't stop. If you ever contact me again. That email was bad. And if you think people have a bad idea of you now, wait. If you keep it up, wait. I can't figure out Instagram. It's been a lot. I'm gonna read it a few more times. I'm gonna try to process. I'm probably gonna talk to my attorneys and send it to them and see what they say. But I'm not gonna just sit by and do what you want me to do. And you know, I keep thinking of you have no power over me, like in Labyrinth. Yeah, you have no power over me. What the fuck is your problem? I don't work for you. I I don't owe you anything. And you're gonna out me. Bitch, please. I'll out my damn self. You're gonna out me. Ooh, I'm so scared. Sounds like a Disney movie villain's plan to take down the protagonist. The fact an adult thought it would. It childish is what it really is. But see, I'm not a child. I'm an adult, and so therefore, I'm going to handle things in an adult way. And I have the Three Musketeers, my lawyer friends. I'm almost at a loss for fucking words. Like, what? I do not understand how someone can think this would be okay. That would be fabricating evidence, is what that would actually be. I worked in criminal courts too. Is this actually a thing that happens normally on YouTube? Like, I've had the death threat emails and shit like that, but this is a whole different thing. Can somebody please explain to me what the fuck is going on with this? Hey, Bad Art. Apologize for the opening portion of this stream. Bat. I'm going to start using that from now on because that's kind of badass. Could this person be in the middle of a mental breakdown? I hope the way I worded my comments isn't insulting. It's something I've been wondering for a few days now. I don't know if this is the same person, but I've been wondering for a while if maybe there was some sort of trauma or something. People who have PTSD or having other trauma responses can sometimes become very toxic in and of themselves when they need to go to therapy. And that's why I keep saying, go to fucking therapy. You might be able to fix this. This could just be a trauma response. This could be like a PTSD cycle. Therapy can help. But do not come to me thinking that I'm going to die. This is not me. I don't do shit like, where have you been for the past year? Have you noticed that I will call out a bully? Sure. I will call out someone who's sexist, misogynistic, a rape apologist, what have you. Sure. But I'm not going to lie on them. Do not ask me or demand of me to do that. Please do, because that would be great. Hey Vlad, how you doing? I can't answer that question. If it was sent to you, who else was it sent to, though? I don't know. Don't know. What's going on? Bullshit. Fuckery. Childish behavior. You were not being named in the email. You were not in the email. If you were named in the email, you would have already received a copy of that email. You were not named in the... Actually, technically, no one was named. They were very careful about how they worded things. But I know exactly what this person meant. Nice reference. I'm not sure. Your T-Spiracy, you were not named in the email. You were not brought up in it. I don't want to be involved in this, is the point of what I'm saying. And that's why I'm saying this. Do not send me another email. Do not contact me anywhere on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. No smoke signals. Don't breathe in my general direction. I don't want to receive another email from you. If you're probably lurking, fuck you. Don't ever come to me and make demands on me like that and threaten me and my family. You want to take shit real life, then I will take shit real life, but I won't do it the way you're sitting there pulling your shit. Bitch, no. Hold on, y'all. I'm going to go read this real quick. Just give me 1 second. Motherfucker. Can I read it? You fucking cunt. Not you, T-Spiracy. Hold on. Back up, rewind. The person who sent me that email is a cunt. Because I didn't want to be involved in this. I have other shit. Look, the title of this fucking stream has nothing to do with you. My channel has nothing to do with you or your shit that you put yourself in, your fucking self. Don't you fucking come to me and do that shit. I have real life shit going on. I lost over a majority of my fucking possessions and my apartment and my fucking city. And you fucking start this shit with me? You selfish bitch. Fuck you. The fuck is wrong with you? Jesus fucking Christ, people. Get a grip. You can't go to people and send them emails like that and threaten their families and like it's fucking fine. It's fine. You're the fucking victim? Bitch, you're not the fucking victim. If anything, you're victimizing yourself. Really? Well, I mean, therapy. The labyrinth one. Yes, you have no fucking power over me. Look, you have no power over me. You have no power over me. I'm not going to do what you demand. So here, I'm going to out my fucking self. I'm a femdom in the BDSM community. Bam, there you go. Big whoop-de-doo. Now you can't fucking out me. Fuck you, bitch. What you gonna do now? If you email me again, then I will go to my Three Musketeers. All of this will have repercussions. Leave me the fuck alone and leave me out of your bullshit. I don't even know. Thank you. I appreciate you. What happened? I don't think I have the energy to go over it. Well, with toxic people, one good thing to do is to tell them that you don't want any further conversation or interaction with them whatsoever. Absolutely none. After this point, I won't talk about it publicly anymore. I will not acknowledge your existence. I will not respond to your email or any other communication from you. If many of you think that you might know who it is, that's fine. That's fine. I desperately don't want to be involved because I'm trying to put my fucking life back together. If you contact me in any way, shape, or form ever again, then there will be consequences. And I'll tell you exactly what I will do. I'll go to my attorneys, my attorney friends. They will receive all pertinent information and materials. Then they will advise me on how to handle this. And then if needs be, there may be law enforcement involvement because of what? Blackmail is a thing, right? And when you threaten someone to out them, you're holding information over on them to try to get them to do what you want. But could that, I don't know if that could be a criminal charge. That would be up for the police to decide. But then also, if I'm going to go that far, fuck it, I might as well release those emails. I'm to that point. I'm to the point of saying, why be nice? I'm a nanosecond away from just saying, fuck it. Apparently, there are no standards or ethics of behavior. So out them. I want them to leave me alone. And I'm worried that if I do that, that's just going to suck me the fuck into the shit fully. Does that make sense? This person's, look, from what I have seen, this person is mentally unstable. How unstable are they? How could they respond? I don't know. I have a 3-year-old child. Since I outed myself. Outing myself is one thing. If this person is not playing with a full deck of mental stability, so therefore I want to be careful. Okay, wait. I think there might be a lag going on. Are you talking about how I outed myself? I mean, here's the thing. I'm queer. My husband's queer. We're both LGBTQ plus. I mean, I'm a whole human being. I mean, I've kind of dropped hints. It's not like, I haven't been in a closet. I just didn't actually say that. A lot of people are in the BDSM kink scene. A lot of people. Yes. Yeah, I just got this email. I think I received it sometime in the morning. I don't remember. But can I drop okay, hold on. 1 second. Let me not spill the coffee. I don't want to be. Hey, you, go back out with your daddy. Shit. Hi, baby. Give me 1 second, Joe. Okay. All right, hold on 1 second. Hey, babe. Okay, y'all, the chat is kind of crazy for me right now. Shimmer, are you up? What? Oh, wow. There's a lot of people in here. Okay. There's the link. Jesus fucking Christ. If we could keep everything cool, please don't badger me to release who it is. I just need to see your face for a second. Okay, right on. I got you. You don't have to keep it on. Right.
Got me all up in my scrub life. Now you know what I look like in my scrub life. Shelly, I'm sorry to hear you're so upset. I can tell you're all, all worked up over this. It just makes me like sad. Like, first of all, obviously I'm not gonna say names. I don't want to do that to you. I don't want to, make this worse. But I'm just trying to get this straight, okay? Like I literally am just trying to figure this out. So okay, I got a miscommunication. I'm sorry about thinking my name was in it. I was misunderstanding something different. I don't know. That's on me. Sorry about that. So so this person was trying to get you to release information on another person, and then you were like, "Nah, dude, I don't do that." And then they said, "If you don't do it, I'm gonna do X, Y, and Z." And now you already told the big secret, which blows my mind because nowadays that's really not like I know to you it might be because it's not something you walk around and tell people, but so like they were holding that over your head, like, and I know you said something about CPS, but like you moved and stuff, so I just don't understand like what you have to lose if you read the email at this point, because it's just like stupid. Like this is like, I understand you've been dealing with this email stuff for a while, but like why not just read it to us? Like if it doesn't have any names and nothing, like if you need help with this person, I'll be more than happy to help you. I just trying to figure this out. Like it's very vague to me because
Right.
you're being
Well, I
careful.
mean, I'm being vague for a reason. I don't know what my three musketeers are going to advise me to do. It was okay. So as I said, the email started off. I did not respond to this email. Okay, I just read it and was like, "What the fuck?" So the beginning of the email was just love bombing. Like, "How you doing? haven't talked to you in forever, blah, 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 trying to shoot the shit, right?
Okay.
Very benign, whatever. And this person was basically saying that they were demanding that I don't know how else to say it, but that I create shit against someone that I don't like. And we all know I don't like this person. I
Right.
will not do that. Um, hey, Shannon, I need to see your face just briefly. Hey, girl, hold on one second. Um, but it was manipulation, and this is abusive. This was abusive. This person is abusive.
Okay. So my question to
Um,
you, Shelly, is this. Uh, they they love bombed you, everything was good, and then they said, I want you to help me with this, and you said no, and then it turned abusive?
yeah, toward the end, like, I guess toward the middle of the email downward was like very threatening, and intimidation tactics were being attempted of, well, I know, I mean, it's kind of obvious. I know that you're like in the BDSM scene, whatever, blah, 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 because this and that and the other. And talking about CPS.
Right.
And women are judged harshly in the BDSM community. That is a thing. Still to this day, I mean, it's more normalized now, yes, but I'm sorry, I'm kind of,
That's okay. Yeah, take your time. I feel like you've mentioned that before. I feel like when you said that, I was like, I feel like she said that out loud before.
yeah,
I'm
it's,
not judging you. Do whatever you want. Hey, I hope you're not like thinking like we're all gonna judge you now. Like I wouldn't even think about that right now. But the fact that they thought that was like a big enough deal to be like, ooh, I'm gonna tell everybody, like that's kind of stupid.
well,
But not
it's
to you.
for,
To you, it's
right.
not. But I understand. I understand what you're saying.
For me, it's more so scary, you know, threatening to call CPS. Bitch, my house is clean and we got
Yeah.
food and my child is
Right.
well taken care of. But
Right.
that is a thing that I don't understand these people who just do that like it's not a big deal
Yeah, I
and
tell
act
them
like,
call. I have no. I'm like, 'cause that's happened to me. I'm like, go ahead, I'll invite him in. Yeah, whatever. You got nothing to hide. You got nothing to hide. So that's stupid. So just let me break this down. So you hadn't even responded. So they start off the email. They're like, hey, love bomb this. Then they like, I want your help with this. And then basically they slid in there like, if I don't get your help with this, like I know about this other stuff and CPS like, uh, and that's just kind of how it ended.
they, they basically, it was like, I know you had, you know, the problems with this person, yada, yada, and you had like videos and screenshots or something of things this person has done. You probably have more, right? I bet you got more, like just,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
uh,
So this person should already have that shit. Sorry, I didn't mean to swear. Think
yeah,
if
I
I
mean,
think
but
it's weird.
it's fucking motherfucker. I'm not the type of person, and Shannon's here. Shannon's known me for a long time. I'm not the type of person. Shannon can fucking confirm that I don't play these fucked up games. Let me bring Shannon on. Hey,
So they
babe.
want you.
Hey,
Oh, sorry.
it's no
I'm sorry,
problem.
Az. Shannon's an old friend of mine. I love you, and I miss your face. I'm glad I can see your face.
Shelly, I just have one more question, and then I'll jump down because I don't want to interrupt because I get really like when I want to know something, I'm like, so tell me more. You know me. I interrupt people. I do that. I don't want to do that. I just have one more question to try to understand this. So they wanted your help with something, and then they said, if and then they wanted you to send them information that you may have, so they wanted your help and they want information to help them with whatever they want to do. Is that
Yeah,
right?
it's like they wanted more material, and they were insinuating that, I'm sure there's more out there. I'm sure you can come up with more.
Oh,
How the
oh,
fuck am I going to come up with more?
Right.
Just the wordage and the language was very, I'm not going to make shit up against someone, anyone. I
Right.
don't care if I like that person or not. I wouldn't do that to like that fucktard Davi Vanity, all right? And I despise that dude. Like, no, I don't make shit up, and I don't blow shit out of proportion. Things that are bad are already bad. Why make them worse, right?
Right. Right.
Um, but yeah,
So this
like,
is is this the only time? Is this a different emailer? Because I know you were getting other emails. Is this the same person you think, or is this something completely
no,
different?
no, this is completely different. The language was totally different. This is not the same emailer. That I haven't received the hateful emails in a while, thankfully. Um, this was completely out of the blue. I was just checking my email for a technical thing, and then I saw that, and I was like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah. One more thing. When did they send it? Was it today, yesterday? When did they send it?
Hold on. Let me give me 1 second.
'Cause that kind of matters to me. For other reasons, it's kind of that actually matters. It might not seem like it matters, but I'm just curious for my own reasons, kind of thing.
Right,
If you
right.
don't
I have to
mind.
get into my email real quick. Give me
Yeah, no,
one.
no hurry. If you want to just tell me like later, that's fine. Whatever. But yeah, just let me know if you need any help. I was just trying to get a better understanding here, uh, of what was going on. That's all. All right. So just let me know if you need help, what I can do, and
Oh
yeah,
shit. Hold on
I'm
one
gonna
second.
drop down now. But thanks for letting me up. Okay.
All right on. Thank you for coming up.
Okay. Yep.
And I appreciate your help, by the way.
Yeah. No problem. Just let me know what I can do if you need help. Okay.
Okay. And this
Okay.
was,
Hmm.
there's probably a time difference. I don't know if it's, this says it was in the AM.
Okay.
So,
Today.
yes.
Okay. Okay. All right. Weird. All right. Okay. I'll be in the chat listening.
Um, I keep reading your avatar in Shelly's accent. That's funny. Hey, what's up? You there, Shannon?
I'm here. I was going to go into the chat as well because I really liked that you were doing the Astroworld thing, and I was like, oh hell yeah! But then I heard somebody was messing with you, so I was like, ooh, okay, let's see what the hell's going on. Because if it's a local thing, then I'm here. So
Right. Yeah, no, so this person, I don't even know where this person is actually. Look, I am not trying to be in any drama, and I don't want to be. And here in a little bit, we're going to switch to the actual topic of Astroworld. But I just need it to be understood that,
yeah,
I'm moving on this platform with something that seems to be rare, and that is compassion. I don't understand this shit. Yes, I am a femdom in the BDSM community, and if anyone has a problem with that, that is your problem, not mine. For me, consent means everything.
that is phenomenal, and I am so supportive of you being on this platform. So
Well, I mean, it's people like to get judgy with women, and that's fine, but I am not interested in having my family threatened. That's the whole reason we're talking about this right now, is because this person was threatening my family, and we've been through enough in the past 3 months. We don't need any more. I miss New Orleans so bad. I can't hardly even stand it.
you
I'm
were really missed here, and I promise I will come up there to Michigan and visit because we have things to do. I mean, yes,
We still have a speakeasy to go to. I have not forgotten.
that's awesome. Yes, I went to a restaurant over in Kenner and I saw a speakeasy sign and thought of you yesterday. So yeah, we definitely still have a speakeasy to go to.
Thankfully, I was able to salvage my dresses, so I have my 1920s inspired dresses still.
Oh, hell yes. I cannot wait to see that. That is going to rock so hard.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I mean, and if you come up to Michigan, we're gonna have to go out and about. You have not been to Frankenmuth. I'm just gonna go ahead and. Have you been to Frank? You have not been to Frankenmuth, have you? Oh my God.
No, I've only been to like Baltimore, New York type area. I have never been to Michigan at all. So
Right on. Well, I know all the cool places. Well, maybe. So you have known me for I don't even know how long. It's been a long time.
since right after Katrina is when we met, because we were trying to do the whole let's help rebuild New Orleans thing together.
Hmm.
And that's when we met.
Right, with the community garden.
Yep.
Yeah, that was interesting. That was a lot. So you know, I do not understand what would make someone think that I would do something like this, like make shit up against someone. That was what was insinuated that I should do.
Yeah. That was just, I don't know, maybe like you said, that somebody is just trying to goad you for more clout, more to make it more controversial, something that somebody would watch because they're like, ooh, drama. And yeah, that person was right. Nobody, I mean, yes, there is really a very large stigma against women in the BDSM community. Even, with the job that I do, I can't talk too much about my queerness or my kink, or people will be like, oh my gosh, she can't do that. She's a public servant. But I think it was really brave that you did what you did. And yeah, if people don't have a tolerance for that, then that's really on them. That shows their small mindedness. The fact that they wanted you to lie on somebody else also shows how just not worth their time, that they're just not worth your time or your energy. And I know threatening CPS is horrible, but I've had CPS called on me and they've come out, they've investigated. It's not been a thing. Yeah, they're just weak people trying to make themselves feel better.
Yeah, I mean, I now looking back on things, now I'm like, I was right to back away from that person and be like, whoop. There's some bad behavior. My red flags are going off. I listened to my gut instinct. I backed away, backed off, and now we see this, like they've just confirmed for me what I was thinking about them. And, there's a lot of really toxic behavior all over social media with influencers and content creators and just a lot of people, right? It's like they're so, and I've been saying this, it's like they're so desperate for attention that they will do anything. Yesterday, I did a stream about people hurting their fur babies on purpose for clout. Before that, it was this guy. I don't even want to talk about that, but that was done for clout also. And so these are all abuse tactics, and abusers can and will try to abuse other people. And here we are today. And I'm like, what the fuck? I wasn't even involved in any of this shit, is the thing. But I did go to one of AZ's streams, and I was like, what is going on? Because I'm out of the loop, right? So I think maybe that triggered something for that person. That's on them. That has nothing to do with me. I can go to any stream I want and interact. Like, yes, that is true. Thank you, Bad Art. Hey, Josh. We all have kinks. I'll out myself. I have a black box full of things. Yes, many of us do. So do I. It's velvet. It's really nice. no shame should be there for anyone, right?
I'm going to go
Yes.
ahead and get off the camera now, Shelly,
Right on.
and participate in the chat. But I'm glad that you're okay, and you were so badass. That was fabulous, ma'am.
Thank you. I'm still shaking. Like, it really shook
Yeah.
me. But thank you for jumping up. It's good to see your face. I miss you.
Good. I miss you too.
All right. Bye. Excuse me, what? Hurting animals? Yes, there are content creators who will hurt their animals, their fur babies, for clout, for attention, for clicks and views and, all of that. That's great. That's wonderful. That's wonderful. So, all right. I don't even look. There's so many thoughts going through my mind right now. Please just stop. Just stop. Certain people are bad enough. Leave it at that. Just leave it. Hold on just a second, y'all. I got notes. I got lots of notes. Let me get here. Okay. And this is right next to the mic, and I apologize. Okay. You have scale babies. I used to have some scale babies and feather babies. Yep. Do not understand. Human beings half of the fucking time. I do not understand. UK scene isn't that big. Might want to reconsider the name you've used. Post things to a certain group on Facebook. UK isn't that big. Oh, okay. What community are you talking about? Geckos. Oh, they're cute though. They're so cute. Yeah, I had a couple of snake babies that I had to help rehabilitate. Like, they were injured. They were so cute. I had a chameleon, but they passed away last month. I'm so sorry. They're so pretty. They're so pretty. Oh, Lord. Okay, so woosha. I'm sorry for the beginning of this stream with the drama. I do apologize. Y'all, those who have been here for a while, I don't, many of you who know the background of shit that went on understand that I extracted myself up out of that shit because I have a point to this channel. And this drama shit is not the point of this channel. Pointing out abuse is. Abuse tactics and behavior, yes. But, I'm going through real life stuff right now, and I don't have time. I don't have time. If you want to fuck with me and threaten me, that's whatever. Don't bring my family into it. There's no reason to do that to Marcus. Really? He's a really sweet guy. Well, I don't even understand. I have rescues too. Yeah, I kind of miss doing that work. But hand feeding baby kittens is really hard work. Wait, someone was pretending to be you? What? Fish for Yule. Right on. Man, fish tanks are a good stress reliever. I kind of miss having a fish tank. It's a lot of upkeep, but Edinburgh, really? I mean, are you trying to really make me want to move to Scotland? Is that what you're trying to do? Yeah, I mean, I'm got one on right now because it applies. It applies. Let me fix my lipstick. I need to get myself together and stop shaking. When you put your lipstick on and you get lipstick on your teeth, so irritating. The avatar circle, wait, what? It was a typo, Josh versus Julie. Oh, right. You guys are silly. Hey, at least y'all are helping me laugh through it. Thank you. I appreciate you. Because Jesus Christ. I just get lipstick on everything else, right? Hydrate and calm the fuck down. Yes, look. That's going to end up being a t-shirt, probably, because I might need that on occasion. Apparently. God, I love the sound of motorcycles that are properly tuned. Yes. Jenny Sagittarius. That's a good one, though. I like that, though. Can y'all hear the motorcycle? I'm sorry. I can't do anything about it. A coffee cup. I still should have a coffee cup. Mine broke. So this is merch. This is my merch. You can get some. It says hold on. Fuck you from my gut. Yep. That's about how I feel right now. Right on. He just drove off. I'm kind of jealous. Fake people. There are fake people everywhere. Next time I'm just going to hold the camera at boob level. I mean, you know. Oh, you purchased it? You purchased it from me? Right on. Right on. I hope it fits well. I hope it's comfortable. Mine is really super comfy. Why do I get lipstick on everything else? You have to blot your lipstick. And then that keeps it from moving. Also, lip liner. Yes, please, actually, because, you know, replacing stuff is not cheap. Lord. Fitting shirt for the day. I know, and I just happen to have it on. So, yeah, we're going to have more merch. I might actually work on that tonight to take my mind off of things. So, using other people's identities. Yeah. Is that a pentagram necklace? That is always on me. Yep. Hold on. Okay, wait. I had this thing for, I don't even know how long. I have no idea how long I've had this necklace. You were good. I'm glad to hear that. That's cool. That is very cool. That's kind of awesome, actually. I think you just made my day. You and Shannon. All right, so y'all. Okay, so one of my ex-coworkers, background, I worked security for a long time, a lot of years. Part of what we did was the building criminal cases against stalkers. That was like mostly pro bono. That was like a hobby and a passion. But we also, that was not like the bulk of our work. We also work security contracts for people. It could be private security protection, right? Also, we did concert venues, security for usually for performers, or for like record labels and the like, during concerts. All right, so I have been to a ridiculous amount of concerts, both as a fan and as security. So, I actually want more wigs. I have a few because, you know, New Orleans, you mask up, which means something totally different. You know, you dress up for Halloween, whatever. I need more wigs. I'm not in New Orleans anymore, but I'll still mask up. My geckos are confused. Two boys are mating. I mean, so they're gay. That's fine. That's cool. It happens all over in nature. All right, so one of my ex-coworkers is retired, and he contacted me and was like, "Have you seen this?" And I was like, "No." He is not a content creator, has no interest, but he's part of our replay crew. Okay. So I'm looking at this from the viewpoint of someone who has worked security for, I don't even know how many concerts of a variety of genres. I have been to the hardest metal shows you could think of. Metal, industrial, goth, rock of various different genres, rap. What was that one band? F the Police, I think was the name of the one song. I always forget the name of the band. I think it was, I can see the lead singer, his face in my head, but I can't remember his name. But I've been to a few of their concerts, both as security and also as a fan. Very intense mosh pit. Okay, so, and I've also been to concerts all over the world. NWA, right? Okay. So, because of the BS, I don't have the links section up, but I will be putting that in the description later, for the videos that I watched. I sourced this research material from press conferences with law enforcement, etc., right? In the news, if you type in Astroworld Festival, it'll come up. Also, I looked at several, everyone had their cell phone camera out, right? So I looked at several videos taken by people who were there, videos where people who were there were speaking about what they experienced, from the actual sources. I tried to source this material from the sources, all right? I didn't listen to any commentary channels or anything like that. No offense to anyone, but Garbage was a good band in concert, by the way. Let me see. I'd rather have the lizard instead of a purse. I'm just weird like that, though. I'd rather save the money to buy a house. Call me funny. Yes, now I'm gonna have to go listen to Garbage after this stream is over. Yes, see, we're going to go into that. This right here, there's a video of Billy Vallow stopping a gig because my friend punched a bloke that hit some woman. Everything stopped until it was sorted. It's normal practice at metal gigs. We're going to get into that. Thank you for pointing that out, though. Oh, man. Yes. Still have a crush on her. Probably always will. Yes. Okay, so I have notes. These notes are a mess because of the videos that I watched, and I was adding to it as I went along. So this is Astroworld risk assessment. Now, it was the Travis Scott performance, but problems began before the venue even opened. One, there are way too many people at the front. Now, this outside the venue, there were way too many people, and right as they were coming in the fenced-in gate portion, there wasn't so much of a line. Apparently, there was a line at one point, but what I saw in the video was a large crowd, right outside that fence, right? And they started to push down the fence, and there was a stampede before the performance even began. If I was security working there and saw that, I would be like, whoop, we're pausing everything. We need backup up to the front right now, and we need to pull it together. All right. Because people were already at that point being knocked down, stomped over, and they were screaming. That's bad. Okay, look. Where is it? I have it written down here somewhere. I know I do. This festival was FUBAR from before it started. Yes. Okay. People were aggressive and tearing things apart as they were coming in. There were tented structures, and they were already like tearing shit down and running through. They had all kinds of permits. They had, meetings and risk assessments for the venue and for the crowd and all of that. So it sounds like they were proactively trying to make things safe, which is good. But I have questions, many questions, because if they had somebody who is trained and knows like crowd control, crowd maintenance, how to keep people safe, then they should have automatically got support up there to the front from the very start and kind of maneuvered people so that there wouldn't be a stampede, and kind of, a lot of these people who were coming in were young. They're hyper. We're just coming out of the plague. So a lot of people are going to be like pent up, etc. Emotions are going to run high. It's understandable. All right. So yes. So it was FUBAR before it even really began. The show is all ages. If a show is all ages, you're supposed to take even more precautions, because younger people might be shorter, and if they're in a crowd that is really packed, they will be more compressed, and people won't see them, right? So put a pin in that. We're going to get back to that in a minute. security officers should have been accounted for ahead of time in that first opening area, guiding people through. All right. That's really important. You're setting the tone for how the rest of the concert is going to go. So if you're setting the tone at the very beginning that there is structure to the situation, hopefully things will be okay. Hey, Leanne, how you doing? What's up? Okay. It was standing room only, and it was just a large concrete area. There, in some, well, many concert venues, there's like a grassy area where people can go and sit, and those areas are good. They're good because they help decongest the crowd, okay? These large venues where it's just concrete can make things even more dangerous. There was no occupancy limit. That's a bad idea. There should be an occupancy limit, especially if you're expecting potentially over, who knows, around 50,000. So the crowd is estimated to have been somewhere around 50,000 to 70,000 people. Okay, so here I have kind of a formula. So security officers, there were 755. Law enforcement officers, there were 528. EMTs, apparently not enough. They had third-party EMTs, and they also had units on standby. So they had EMTs and law enforcement on standby outside and around the venue. They also had fire. I think it was 2 fire units that came to help for 50,000, which someone had said that it was probably well over 50,000. I don't think they have the numbers yet. In my opinion, that's not enough. That's not enough staffing for that kind of crowd, especially if it's all ages, and you could have a 10-year-old in the crowd who could be harmed, which is what happened. Okay. There were dividers, barriers to separate and partition out the crowd, but these barriers were in like a grid type pattern, and they were too large. There was not enough of them to kind of portion out the crowd in a way that would give them a space where they could get out. Okay. In many of the videos that I saw, my question was, where was security? Why is that? Because there were not easily identifiable uniforms or shirts on security. So if you've been to a club or concert venue, whatever, you'll see someone with a shirt that says security, right? Usually it's a black shirt, big white letters, or white with black, whatever. I personally really like the security vests, the neon yellow. You can spot them a mile away. That's a good idea, because then if shit's hitting the fan and you need help, it's easy to spot the security person. Okay. As soon as first responders spotted a problem, they should have paused the performer. Look, I don't even know how many concerts I've been to. Okay. I have seen metal, industrial, I'm talking hard concerts, like bands many of you probably have not heard of, and they are the kind of thing that makes you think, what? Like most people who are not into metal would raise an eyebrow over these bands. But if they see something happening in their crowd, here's where we get into lighting. With the lighting, is the lighting such that they can't see the crowd very well? I've known performers who would purposefully have their lighting put in ways to where they could see the crowd, see what was going on, and kind of keep connected just in case, right? So when you have a crowd like this, you don't want to stop the performance completely, because then people can lose their shit and it can turn even more dangerous, all right? You want to pause it, have that performer engage with the audience, communicate to the audience. They have a fucking mic on. They can tell the audience, hey, back up, give each other more space, spread out. And I have a perfect example of this. I was at a concert and it was like partially standing room only, partially sitting. All right. There was the seating area, right? This performer's concerts were like, it was like, I would say church, but more than that. It was a religious experience almost. Okay. And when he came out and started his first song, people started to rush the stage, which is what people do a majority of the time. I don't understand why, but they do. He saw what was happening. His lighting was positioned just right so he could see what was happening. And he stood in the middle of the stage and commanded, stop. Everyone stop. And then put his mic down. Everyone stopped. I stopped. We all stopped. And was like, what? And he said, I want everyone at the back, take 2 steps back. And then he like basically maneuvered them so that they would not crush each other. He commanded and controlled his concert. And he probably kept people safe. Who was that performer? Prince. One of the best performers I have ever seen, ever. But not just as a performer, as a person who was curating an experience, right? And keeping people safe. I mean, multitasking. Look, I was impressed. Everyone was impressed. This performer didn't, Travis Scott, I don't know if, from the videos I saw, he wasn't actually like telling people, look, baby, I don't know if he will ever see this. If there is a video clip out there of Prince doing that, I hope you see it someday, because that is a person to learn from. Prince is a person to learn from, of how to crowd control. Also, the lighting crew, the sound people, everyone who was there. Where was the head first aid person? Where was the head of security? There should have been multiple heads of security for the venue, probably for the performer, and all of them should have had the mindset of keeping the crowd safe, the performer safe, everyone safe. That is the whole point, especially if you are, if you're one of the EMTs, that's why you're there. Okay. I'm just saying, I'm so thankful I got to see him in concert. Do you mean Prince? I low-key sort of kind of hate you right now. So jealous. Congratulations. That would be amazing. Yeah, there were people who were getting up on the thing for the lighting crew and all of that, who were saying, hey, Yeah, I don't know. So there should have been better communication going on. If you're a performer on stage, you have control, way more control over that situation than you realize. And you, especially, who knows how much money these people are putting out to come see you. Tell them, say, hey, back off, right? Man, he was such a nice person. At least, to his staff. I can't speak for privately, but professional, all right? Okay. Let's see. The performer could have said to the crowd, look around you. Look at the people around you. If somebody's having a problem, crowd surf them up to the barrier. Carefully. I have seen performers do that. The hardest metal show you can fucking think of, Motorhead. Okay? I can go down a list of bands who like, oh, that person's got a problem. Pull them up here. Or, oh, that person grabbed that woman's boob out. I'm just saying. Okay, I don't want to go over the injuries because they could change, and I might cry. I'm just not in the right mindset, y'all, right now. You can look that up. So there, and this is coming from law enforcement. I don't know if this has been fully verified and vetted. Please keep that in mind because there's a lot of misinformation and weirdness going on with this situation. All right, so just don't take this and run with it. They have not fully investigated, is what I'm saying. According to law enforcement, a security officer was possibly injected with drugs in his neck. He was given Narcan and survived. There was apparently a Lemmy dude. I have to tell y'all about Lemmy. That mofo. May he forever be remembered. Okay, so there are reports of other people who were also injected with something. And Narcan was administered, apparently, in theory, to several people. I would want to see if that is a thing, because if that's a thing, I've never heard of something like that before. And we did security at raves, inside buildings and outside festivals. We dealt with people getting their drinks spiked and all that stuff. That was a thing. It was really bad at one point. But I've never heard of people being injected with something, which is terrifying. That's going to be one of those things that when more information comes out, I'll update. Because that's the thing. If you go to concerts, you're going to want to know that's a possibility for safety reasons. Okay. So people were packed in like sardines before the shows even started. There was a problem with how people were crowded before the performances started. That immediately security should have been like, let's try to break up these crowds right off the bat, because the more people are already pushed in at the beginning and the performance hasn't even started, when people start rushing the stage, which they always do, I don't know why. When people start rushing the stage, they're just going to push those people forward even more. And then people are going to push back. And then it's a back and a forth. There were people who had said, someone had said to another person, open up a mosh when the music starts, so to give us more space. If the crowd is already packed in like sardines, you can't start a mosh pit. There's no space. Good idea in theory. That's not going to be applicable to the situation though. Yes. Okay. So there's a criminal investigation on the possibility of the injections. Right. There were 25 arrests. All right. Let me see. I was not able to rewrite these notes, which is irritating. All right. So apparently in these shows, moshing is part of it for them. And that's great. That's fine. Look, I'm old school. All right. Metal, industrial, goth, punk. I have been to some mosh pits. There are rules in mosh pits, and I wanted to talk about this, and I'm hoping that people will see this. I learned the rules of mosh pits, etc., and like round moshes and whatnot from my elders in the scene. Okay, so when people fall, you pick them up. If that person who falls is a dick, you toss them over to security and get them off the floor. If they're just in the pit doing the thing, then you get them on their feet. You make sure they're okay. They do their thing. Everyone helps everyone out. When people don't do that and are actually actively trying to hurt people, the point of a mosh pit is not to hurt people. It is just to let off that steam, right? It is fun as hell when everyone is working together. Okay, so there was one young man. I'll put together the links list. I can't remember his name right now, but he was talking about how he was knocked down and his friend was knocked down. Somebody picked him up and then people were like taking off. And he's like, well, that's great that people are leaving, but we have to pick people up, right? So he stayed and he was helping to pick people up, which I commend that young man. That is brave. And that's the right mindset. Yeah, I hadn't even gotten to that yet. But yes, his countdown clock did make it worse, given the situation. It was already FUBAR. It was already FUBAR before that countdown clock even started. But then that countdown clock made the crowd rush even more than they probably would have. Oh, Lord. I mean, if you want to tip me, please do. Okay, so when people are packed into tight spaces, even if you have exit doors and exit areas and spaces and all this and that, the people in the middle who are packed in, how are they going to get out? You have to have at least enough space for people to walk through to get out, right? So if they're already packed in to the point that they can't move their arms, that is when it gets seriously dangerous, because then you're a nanosecond away from not being able to breathe. That is when you're compressed, like a snake, like a boa constrictor. When they compress a rat, right? You're being compressed. You can't move your rib cage anymore. I'm not speaking on Black issues. I'm speaking on crowd issues and safety at concerts. Okay, so part of the reason that my ex-coworker wanted me to talk about this kind of situation is for education of people on crowds. It's you can be and at any concert venue, all right, or show or whatever. When a crowd starts to form, back away. When you see a large crowd starting to form, back away. Here's what I do when I go to a concert. I memorize where all the exits are, where the barriers are. I pay attention to where the security are, where the bars are. I've seen there were a couple concerts that got pretty hairy, and some of the people would jump over the bar to behind the bar. And because of what was happening, the bartender was fine with that to get them out of the way. So security and EMTs can get in there. Okay, so security and EMTs are limited. If you're packed in like a sardine, how are they going to get into you and help you? Okay. So that's a thing. Keep your head on a swivel. And if this whole thing with injecting people with whatever, anything, okay, if that's a thing, I don't even know what to tell you. You're not going to be able to keep your head on a swivel enough to avoid that, I don't think. That's downright terrifying. Because who knows what they're injecting you with. All right. Just as you have to be aware of your drink and whatnot, it appears this might be a thing too, but this might also be an urban legend. There are conspiracy theories running around. There are people who are blaming the performer for everything. I don't think it's just him. I don't think that. It's a combination of things. It's a whole bunch of things came together, and tragedy is the outcome. So if you're ever in a crowd and you see it starting to get packed in like sardines, I've been in situations like that where I just yell out, everyone, back up. Make space. And if enough people around you help, and if you're in, like, if you have a group of people you're with, talk with them ahead of time. If they hear you saying that, have them back you and start saying it too. The more people who say it, the more the larger crowd will hear it and be like, oh, there's a bunch of people saying this, and they'll do it, right? Yeah, I get overwhelmed with large crowds. I can't downplay that. I do. There have been a couple parades I had to just leave. It was too much. Apparently we need to wear armor at concerts now, right? Oh Lord. I mean, if you've never been to a concert before, talk to some metalheads, because we can tell you how to stay safer at a concert. If there's a mosh pits are fun, man. I used to love moshing. I had way too much fun. But it's because everyone was looking out for each other. Everyone was like, they were not out to hurt each other. And if you fell, people would pick you up. Okay? If you're in a large crowd like that and people start falling, God, that's so dangerous. It is so dangerous. If there's at least 1 to 5 people who are actively picking people up, and yell out, pick the people up. Don't let anyone fall. Help each other. And as I keep saying, crowds, if you have enough people saying to do something like help, pick people up, right? People will start doing it. Yeah, I get you. I do not do crowds at all. It's why I do not do things like concerts. I know I will not do well. about the only way I can handle a crowd at this point is in concerts, but I have to be able to have my space. Like, I'm not going to rush. Please don't rush the stage. Look, I get it. You want to see your favorite performer or whatever. I totally get it. Here's one of the things I do also. If I want to get up to close to the stage, I wait. I stand at the back. I watch the crowd. I'm looking at what is security doing? Are they actually doing their jobs? Whatever. Where are the EMTs? Where are the exits? Where's the barrier? What is the vibe of the crowd? Read the room, right? If I assess things to be safe, then I'll go up to the stage. And usually people don't have a problem with that. And I'll go up for like 1 or 2 songs and then back off and just chillax, right? And enjoy the concert where I can actually see better. If you're right up by the stage, you're not going to see as well anyway, really. Yeah, I do like outside concerts when they have like a grassy area where you can sit, because the air, look, venues that are just concrete and there's nowhere to sit are a bad fucking idea. Give people a place to sit and they will back off and chill when they need to. And that was part of it. A lot of them had been outside waiting for a few hours already. So they're already tired, their feet hurt, their back hurt, like they're already kind of grumpy anyway. Hey Kim, how you doing? I don't like these venues that are just concrete. It's not a good idea. I'm sorry. I apologize for the drama. Okay, so there was another thing I do not understand. When I worked in security, I had to have first aid certifications. But one of the survivors of this was a nurse. I have to put the link to the video in the description later. She was a nurse, and she said that many of the security officers, etc., didn't know how to check for a pulse. So that makes me wonder if these people had security or had first aid certifications. What? Wait, what? Why didn't these people who could potentially have bad shit happen why did they not have first aid certifications? Like, for a majority of my adult life, I have had first aid certifications. So I know how to check for a pulse. I know how to do compressions. I know how to do CPR. Some of these people didn't know how to do CPR. So there might be people who didn't make it because the security didn't have proper training. Because security didn't have proper training. What the fuck? Okay, there's that. And that's part of the reason my ex-coworker asked me to talk about this. Here's a suggestion for everyone. If you're going to go to a concert, you can call the venue ahead of time. There's one show that I knew was probably going to be a pretty intense mosh and whatnot. And I called them ahead of time and I said, hey, does your security crew have, a medic, what have you? Because just saying. And they'll tell you, more than likely, I don't understand. They should all have first aid training. Even if it's just the basic, right? That way, if something happens, Because in a situation like this where you have over 50,000 or more people in this huge ass crowd, you're not going to have enough people there, more than likely, to help everyone that needs it. I'm just saying. Did they not have medics and ambulances there? Yes, but they had so many people who were in need of aid, and there was so much going on that this concert was FUBAR before it even began. Security should have been trying to carve up the crowd and kind of space people out better. Okay, so but they didn't. They had the opportunity at the beginning to nip this in the bud and get things under better control. With a crowd this large, you have to do crowd control and maintenance. You have to. Security and all support staff, it is my opinion that they should all have basic first aid training and certifications. And if they don't, that's a problem. If they don't know how to check a pulse, I mean, you can have anything happen. You can have someone fall and hit the back of their head. And, you never know what can happen. Thank God they did have ambulances and stuff there, but I don't think they had enough for the crowd. There are going to be a number of, possibly. That's why having a crowd so tightly packed in and you're compressed, your oxygen is cut off, that kills your brain. And that's really sad because a lot of these people are young. They're young. Early 20s and younger. That's too young, man. That's just way too young. I feel bad for the families, for friends, this is going to affect the entire community. And there are people from out of state. So, people all over the place are going to be hurting over this. And it was preventable. Now, crowds can be unpredictable and unruly, all right? But you have to take certain measures immediately when you see there's a problem at the very beginning, at the front gate. But apparently that's kind of a pattern. They will tear down the gate and like push through and all this and that. That's a pattern, and that happens at this festival because the security and all the staff, all the support staff, let that happen. That's why that happens. Yeah. That's why I like smaller venues. I like inside stadiums if it's a larger concert. Because in stadiums, if you're up in the seating, everyone's just automatically kind of more dispersed. There's more space to move. Things can still go wrong, but it's a bit easier to maintain your own safety and the safety of the people around you. If I go to a concert, I'm not just thinking about me. I'm thinking about the safety of the people around me as well. Oh, Lord, no. To the family of that person, I'm sorry. I hope that's not true. No offense to you, Spicy Pizza, but I just hope that's not true. That's hard. That is. Sometimes concerts go bad. All it takes is one asshat to fuck everything up. All right. So like when Dimebag was murdered, that And then there have been concert venues where, I can't remember, was it Whitesnake? They had pyrotechnics that actually turned out to be like just horrifying. So when you're going into a concert, it doesn't matter what the genre is. Does not matter. Go into it with the understanding that, yes, hopefully you're going to have fun. That is the whole point of a concert, right? But also understand that things can go bad without warning. So be aware of your surroundings, be aware of your exits, your security personnel and support staff, where the barriers are. I have purposefully went up and checked the exit to make sure it was open, just in case. And, you know, when the security and whatnot they were like, what? And I was like, I'm just making sure that if something happens, we can all get out of here. All right. And that was after the one, God, I can't remember now. There was like a fire or something that happened at a concert, and they like understood. So, there's some things I can't unsee, and I'm not going there. Nope. Yeah. They can be to a degree. I don't know. When people are already, as I've already said, when people are pushed so far to the front that there's no space to move, and then more people, please do not rush the stage, especially if there are already people up there. Because you're just going to squish everybody, and then you'll get squished, and it will not be good. And you are not supposed to be squished like that. So let's just not squish each other like that, okay? That nobody would consent to that. Consent is a thing. Let's just all consent to not squishing each other like that. It's, yeah, God, that was bad. The station, was that the name of it? There were a couple different places where there were fires, but the one was, oh, that was bad. So, and that's another thing I will look for. If I know it's the kind of band that will have pyrotechnics, I'll look and see where the pyrotechnics are in relation to like the ceiling and all that. Like, I look at everything, dude. I'm like, look, I don't ever need to be on fire, okay? Body squishing is a no-no. I mean, in certain situations, you might be down with that, but at a concert, probably not. Probably. Oh, Lord. I don't know, man. I just wish that, I really, really wish that all security companies would have their personnel trained in basic CPR. I understand you want to cut corners, you want to make that money, you want to make that profit, fine, whatever. But do you want a huge, fucking huge liability? Do you want a huge lawsuit? Do you want to end up losing your business entirely because people are taken off the planet? Everyone who works in security should have basic understanding of how to check for a pulse, do CPR, do compressions. It is not easy doing CPR. Actually, it is not easy to breathe into someone. It's hard. And doing compressions is hard too. And it's exhausting when you're doing it. So, that's a thing that should be practiced on. My security company, at one point, it was once a month, we had to practice doing CPR compressions because, you know, one, I'm tiny, and just to keep us sharp on it, because we were doing a lot of raves and metal shows, and you never know what can happen. So, you know, that is a huge, huge flaw. Before the concert, before anything even happened, all right, the security company should have had basic first aid training. Any security company that was involved. You want to work in security? Do the training, damn it. Don't just be like, I'm a big dude, so I'm just going to jump into security because I'm intimidating. There's more to it. There's more to working security than just being intimidating. I worked security for a long time. Y'all, I'm tiny. I'm 5'6", probably weigh 120 pounds, soaking with combat boots on, soaking wet. All right. I am tiny, but I worked security for a long time. There's more to security than looking intimidating. So I hope that, I don't know, part of me hopes that something good can come of this some kind of way. And maybe if it becomes a national a national standard or law or something, that any security personnel, and let's just say all venue staff and support personnel, has to have first aid training, that would be amazing. That would save lives. That would keep people safer. I kind of feel pulse checking is a human thing. Like, everyone has one and we should be able to check it. It can be hard to check the pulse of someone. Like, if somebody is overweight, I'm not fat shaming at all whatsoever, but it can be hard to find a pulse like in the neck. They might have a lot of muscle or tissue and whatnot there. So that can be hard to find the carotid or whatever to check the pulse. It can be hard on the wrists. So then, therefore, it might be a good idea to know how to check for a pulse in the leg, which I know how to do because I had that training. You know, I mean, what the nurse reported was just, I'm not even going to be able to fudge this. What that nurse reported was, good Lord, it was a clusterfuck. Cuteness and able to summon random goths. I mean, I'm all for that. You can check the bottom of the feet. Yep. Yes. And some of the survivors reported kicking their shoes off. If they fell, they had to kick their shoes off because people were standing on their feet or laying over their feet. So in order to get up, the one young man, to get up, he had to kick his shoes off, get up, and then he was helping other people get up. So, I mean, there are a variety of different places where you can check, but you have to know, you know, if somebody is large, if they're overweight, if they have some other health thing going on. It may be hard to find a pulse. So also, if most people don't know how to determine if there is a pulse or not. So like, if somebody doesn't have a pulse and you're looking for a pulse and you can't find it, it might be because there is no pulse. So, you know, having that training is just extremely important. If you're going to sign up to work, you know, security or a serious job like that, then I'm of the opinion that should be a prerequisite. I don't know. There I go again. Expecting too much from people, apparently. But a lot of these companies are just cutting costs and not really looking at all of the possibilities. I am thankful for the company that I worked for and my boss, my then boss, who was outstanding. And yeah. All right, I think I covered all the notes on this. Hopefully my ex-coworker, Sarge, don't get mad at me. If I forgot something, don't at me. There was a lot though. This is just the obvious that I could see. And apparently they have an expert in crowd management who's looking over everything. I'm hoping that, I don't know, maybe he does a article or something on this, because I would be interested in watching that. Oh my God. This is a long stream. All right, y'all. You want to talk about food for a minute and then I'll go eat. Sorry, this was a long stream. We were just supposed to talk about Astroworld. And then something you know, a bit more maybe lighthearted to just kind of chill for a minute, but didn't turn out that way. I will not be checking my email before streams anymore at all. That is a promise. You got nothing. Here we go with the neck pain again. Garfield's favorite meal. Spaghetti? Wait, lasagna. That was lasagna, right? God damn, lasagna sounds good. Lasagna sounds good, y'all. I don't know. Chicken tamales. Ooh, tamales are always good. Well, real tamales. I love real tamales. How you doing, Barbara? Hope you're doing good. I didn't say hi to everyone like I normally do, and I didn't interact as much, and I'm sorry. This stream was all kinds of up in the air. I sort of kind of hate YouTube right now. I want pot roast. Oh, you had to say the P word. That's the one thing we have to replace is our slow cooker. God, I miss pot roast. We made pot roast like once or twice. Well, at one point it was like once or twice a week because you can eat on that for several days and so good. So easy, so good. They have this one kind of slow cooker that's also a rice cooker. I'm like, yes, 2-in-1. Yes. I'm all about that. Yes, and we also lost our rice cooker. Fuck. So, all right. Today is Monday. Oh, I completely lost track of days, y'all. I thought it was Sunday. I always want pot roast. Me too. God, it's so good. Do they have one that will vacuum too? I wish. Can you imagine? Just get all the housework done, man. I'm glad you did. It was kind of a weird stream, and I do apologize. Just some things I cannot tolerate. I just can't. So, yes, you are appreciated. Please hit the like and subscribe buttons if you consent to doing so. You can leave comments in the comment section after this is done. Sometimes it takes a minute for the live chat to come up so you can watch it for the replay crew. Somebody had asked me about that. Sometimes it takes a little bit for that to come up. I still have time to pick up my stuff at PetSmart. Right on. Right on. I almost want to see pictures of the scale babies because I'm not going to lie, I kind of miss having a snake around. They're interesting. Yes, indeed. And we have merch. And you can tip me if you like. It will go directly to putting shit back together, replacing shit that we lost. You know. All right, y'all. I'm gonna go make something. Where are y'all at? We're in Michigan, in the land of cold. We are in Michigan. So I have full access to Verner's and Kogo's hot dogs. So, that's good. And Boston Coolers. Alrighty. Man, this might be a day where I go take a long hot bath and just listen to music. If you go to a concert, please be careful. Where your dad's from. Right on, right on. Hey, Jesse, how you doing? How you doing? You can watch the replay. I apologize ahead of time. I apologize. I had to figure out how to do the like Emily D. Baker does with the swoosh, with the like timestamp thing. I don't know how to do that. I don't know if Stacy and Kim are still here, but at some point I might have to sit down and talk with them and be like, how do I do these things? Because I want this channel to be more professional and put together. So, hi to you. Oh, right. I get you. All right. So you have the right to say no. Your no should be respected. Consent means everything. Do not harass people. Just don't. And if you're at a concert, please be careful. Please don't rush the stage. Nothing is that important. No performer is ever that important. So, oh, right on. It happens. We all got lives, man. Right on. Maybe in Discord, I need to like chill for a minute. But like, I was thinking about seeing if y'all want to do like a voice chat thing or whatever. Because there's a lot of shit I don't know, and I know I don't know it. So if that made sense, that'd be great. Today has been a day. It's just, I'm glad I had this shirt. That's all I can say. All right, y'all. I'm going to get going. I'm going to eat. I'm going to chill. And then I'll probably be in Discord. Right on. Look, fur babies, lizard babies, feather babies are always welcome. That is a motto for my life. Right on. I love y'all. Not sure if I'll be streaming tomorrow or not. I don't know. Today was a lot. I'll see y'all later. Thank you for being here. Bye. Don't forget to like, subscribe, do all the things. Be safe. All right. Bye, y'all.